Everybody is looking for the most beautiful destinations. But what about the people? What country has the most beautiful women? After visiting 68 countries and spending way too much time on travel forums, I've put together my definitive list of the top 10 countries with the most beautiful women in 2025. This is why you need to watch this video now. I know beauty is subjective as fuck, and you can find gorgeous women anywhere, but some countries just have higher concentrations of stunning women. So let me run through my top picks, starting from the bottom and working our way up. Let's start with Italy at number 10. In Italy, especially in those smaller towns away from the tourist traps, you'll find women with this understated beauty. They usually have dark or light brown hair, that perfect olive skin, and just really well-proportioned bodies. It's like they've got this rich cultural heritage thing going on without trying too hard. When I was traveling through Tuscany last year, I noticed how even in the smallest villages, women would dress impeccably just to go get groceries. There's this attention to detail and self-presentation that's just ingrained in their culture. And their expressiveness, the way they talk with their hands, the passion in their eyes when they're telling you about something they care about, it's magnetic. At number 9, we've got Russia. Russian women are just damn. They're tall with these model-esque frames. You get both blondes and brunettes, but they all seem to have this really clear skin and these imposing yet elegant figures. There's something about that classic Eastern European look that's just timeless. What's interesting about Russian women is the contrast between their sometimes cold exterior and their incredibly warm personalities once you get to know them. I spent a month in St. Petersburg and Moscow back in 2023, and I was struck by how the women there maintain this incredible standard of beauty even in the dead of winter when it's minus 20 degrees outside. And they have this natural elegance and poise that's hard to describe. It's like they all took ballet lessons growing up or something. The way they walk, the way they carry themselves, there's just this grace that seems almost effortless. Morocco comes in at number 8. Moroccan women typically have this warm olive skin tone, these deep dark, really expressive eyes, and thick, dark hair. Their look is bold, with defined facial features, and this natural intensity that perfectly matches the whole North African vibe. When I was traveling through Marrakesh and Fez, I was blown away by how Moroccan women combine traditional and modern styles. They have this incredible sense of color and pattern that shows up in how they dress. And their eyes, holy shit. There's something about those dark, almond-shaped eyes with the way they use kohl to enhance them. It's hypnotic. What makes Moroccan women stand out is also their diversity. From more Arab-looking women in the north to those with stronger Berber features in the Atlas Mountains. Each region has its own distinct beauty standard, but they all share this exotic appeal that's hard to find anywhere else. Number 7 is Vietnam. Vietnamese women are easily some of the best looking in Southeast Asia. They're petite with these delicate, soft features, dark hair, and light, smooth skin. Their subtle beauty is both timeless and hard to forget. I spent 3 months traveling from Hanoi down to Ho Chi Minh City, and I was consistently amazed by how Vietnamese women maintain this youthful appearance well into their 40s and 50s. There's a gentleness to their demeanor that's really appealing. But don't let that fool you. They're also some of the hardest working, most determined people I've ever met. What's fascinating about Vietnamese beauty is how much it varies from north to south. In the north, you tend to find more Chinese-influenced features, while in the south, there's a bit more of that Southeast Asian look with some French colonial influence mixed in. And their traditional dress, the áo dai, that silk tunic over pants, has got to be one of the most flattering national costumes in the world. Oh hey, you know what? This reminds me. If you're trying to meet women from any of these countries, or just trying to up your dating game in general, I've got to mention this course I created at internationalpill.com called Online Dating, Unfair Advantage. I put this together after seeing so many guys struggle with the same issues on dating apps. The thing is, most guys are making the same mistakes. Boring profiles, dull conversations, and relying on outdated advice that doesn't work in today's online dating world. In my course, I share everything I've learned about crafting a profile that actually gets noticed, sending messages that get responses, and moving from chat to actual dates without all that awkward back and forth. I've included strategies for all the major dating apps, whether you're looking for something casual or more serious. Plus, I've added some bonus material on how to get premium features for a fraction of the price, which is pretty clutch if you're on a budget. So if you're tired of swiping with no results, check out internationalpill.com and get that unfair advantage. At number 6, we have Colombia. Colombian women are just incredible for their diversity. Thanks to this rich mix of European and indigenous roots, you get everything from fair, blonde ladies to darker, curvier beauties. Their athletic builds and distinct features give Colombia a truly varied appeal. And between you and me, this is also one of the easiest countries to get laid. When I was in Medellin and Cartagena, I was struck by how Colombian women embrace their femininity. They're proud of their curves, and they know how to dress to accentuate them. The way they dance, Jesus Christ, watching a Colombian woman dance salsa is like watching pure joy in human form. There's this confidence and zest for life that's incredibly attractive. And Colombian women are big on taking care of themselves. From regular salon visits to gym time, looking good is a priority in the culture. What's also interesting is how different the women look depending on which region you're in. Caribbean coast, Andean region, or Amazonian areas. Each has its own distinct type of beauty. Coming in at number 5 is Estonia. Estonian women naturally carry that soft Nordic vibe. Often fair-skinned with light-colored hair and eyes in these amazing shades of blue, green, or gray. They usually have a lean build with this understated elegance that makes them look effortlessly refined. When I visited Tallinn a couple years back, I was struck by how Estonian women combine this Nordic appearance with a more Eastern European sense of style. They're not as minimalist as their Scandinavian neighbors. There's a bit more flair, a bit more color in how they present themselves. What's fascinating about Estonian women is their independence and education level. Nearly all speak multiple languages fluently, and there's this quiet intelligence that comes through when you talk to them. They're not flashy, but there's a depth to them that grows more appealing the longer you interact. And despite the cold climate, there's a warmth to their personalities once you break through that initial reserve. Number 4 goes to South Korea. South Korean women are known for their petite frames and this luminous porcelain skin. And let's be honest, with the country's high rate of plastic surgery, the trend is to enhance their naturally delicate features, giving them this refined and consistently flawless look. I spent 6 weeks in Seoul last year, and I was amazed by the attention to detail Korean women put into their appearance. The skincare routines alone are next level. What's interesting is how they combine this traditional Asian beauty with extremely modern, fashion-forward styling. K-pop and K-drama have obviously had a huge influence globally, but seeing it firsthand in Seoul is something else. The women there have this almost otherworldly, doll-like quality, with perfect skin, stylish haircuts, and impeccable fashion sense. What really stands out about Korean beauty is how much it's about the total package. It's not just facial features, but the overall presentation, the way they carry themselves, the attention to every detail from their fingernails to their shoes. At number 3, we have Ukraine. Ukrainian women seriously have it all. Long legs, high cheekbones, and a look that ranges from platinum blonde to deep brunette. Their model-like figures and varied features make them incredibly attractive, and they definitely stand out in any crowd. Before all the shit went down with Russia, I spent time in Kyiv, Odessa, and Lviv, and I was consistently blown away by how many stunning women you'd see just walking down the street. It's like every third woman could be a runway model. What makes Ukrainian women unique is this combination of strong Slavic features with this feminine presentation. They take pride in looking good, no matter the circumstance. Even in the middle of winter, they're out there in heels, while I'm bundled up, looking like a damn Yeti. There's also this interesting contrast between their appearance and personalities. They may look delicate and doll-like, but Ukrainian women are tough as nails, incredibly resilient, and fiercely independent. Many are highly educated and speak multiple languages, which adds to their appeal beyond just the physical. Number 2 is Sweden. Swedish women are the fucking epitome of the Nordic look tall, with natural blonde hair, clear blue eyes, and a striking statuesque build. Their proportions are almost ideal, and it's obvious why this look is so iconic in Northern Europe. I have been to Stockholm and Gothenburg multiple times, and what always strikes me about Swedish women is this effortless, natural beauty. They don't seem to try as hard as women in some other countries. There's less makeup, more casual clothing, hair often just air-dried, but they still look amazing. It's like they've all won some genetic lottery. They have this healthy glow that comes from their outdoor lifestyle and emphasis on fitness, regardless of the weather. And there's a simplicity to their beauty that's really refreshing. It's not about the latest trends or procedures, but about taking care of themselves in a holistic way. What's also interesting is their confidence and independence. Swedish women carry themselves with this quiet assurance that's incredibly attractive. And finally, at number 1, we have Argentina. Argentinian women are some of the prettiest among Latinas, often lighter skinned than their regional counterparts, with this amazing mix of blonde and brown hair and surprisingly varied eye colors. They may not always have the curvy figures typical of other Latin countries, but their faces are stunning and unforgettable. I spent 3 months in Buenos Aires and Mendoza, and I've never seen such a high concentration of beautiful women in my life. What makes Argentinian women unique is this fascinating blend of European heritage, mostly Italian and Spanish, with Latin American spirit. They have this European elegance in their features, but with a passionate Latin temperament. The way they combine fashion sense with natural beauty is unmatched. They know how to dress to enhance their best features without trying too hard. And they have this incredible sensuality that comes through in everything. The way they speak, that accent, holy shit. The way they move, the way they dance tango. What's also worth mentioning about Argentinian women is their sophistication. Buenos Aires isn't called the Paris of South America for nothing. The women there are well-read, culturally aware, and can talk to you about everything from politics to literature to art. They have strong opinions and aren't afraid to express them, which adds this intellectual dimension to their beauty that's really compelling. And they take care of themselves without being obsessive about it. There's this balanced approach to beauty that feels healthy and sustainable. So, that's my top 10 countdown of countries with the most beautiful women in 2025. Obviously, this is just my opinion based on my travels and experiences, but I stand by it. I'm curious to hear if you guys agree or if you think I've missed some countries that deserve to be on this list. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know where you've encountered the most beautiful women in your travels. And seriously, if you're looking to improve your dating life, especially with women from any of these countries, check out my course at internationalpill.com. The online Dating Unfair Advantage course breaks down everything you need to know to stand out in the increasingly competitive world of dating apps. I created it specifically to help guys who are struggling to get matches or turn those matches into actual dates. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.